Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Universe Mode on the JPG channel. It is Friday Night SmackDown, and we are being visited by the Harbinger of Doom to open our show as the arena fills up with the black and gray ambiance. It can only mean one thing here on Friday Night SmackDown. That means that somebody is about to pay the toll. And that somebody is Chad Gable himself. Gable, a man that's been getting in Kross's business for a number of weeks now. Although you could probably say that Kross sticked his nose in Gable's business first. Chad Gable having Seth Rollins return match back to the ring. Rollins has been out for a number of months. And a few weeks ago, Rollins returned back to in-ring action in an incredible match against Chad Gable. And after the end of the match, with Rollins' hand raised in victory, we saw Karrion Kross attack Seth Rollins almost to remind him who exactly put him on the shelf in the first place. Karrion Kross's shadow still looming over Seth Rollins to this day. But nonetheless, Chad Gable felt a little bit slighted, a little bit disrespected at the fact that Kross stole Chad Gable's spotlight from him after having an incredible match with the Visionary. Gable did not take too lightly to that. Last week he tried to invoke a little bit of revenge at the hands of his brand new faction teammates, the Creed brothers, taking on Authors of Pain. Creed bros were able to pick up a big win over Kross's heavies in AOP. But this week it's a little bit different of a story because Karrion Kross took to social media and challenged Chad Gable to come out here by himself and settle this little issue man to man. And it looks like Chad Gable was looking to honor that. Gable switching over from Monday Night Raw a few weeks ago, a part of that multi-brand trades that we have going around right now. The trade window's still open, still a few slots left. We said there would be 5 superstars from Raw and 5 superstars from SmackDown being traded, and we've only seen 2 so far, that being Chad Gable coming over here to Friday Night SmackDown in place. Monday Night Raw got Dragon Lee and AJ Styles transferring over to Friday Night SmackDown, and Monday Night Raw acquiring the Second City Saint CM Punk, who has laid eyes on the WWE champion Cody Rhodes over on Monday Night Raw, heading into Survivor Series. And Chad Gable now taking it to Karrion Kross early on in the match. This is exactly what Gable's going to have to do to keep ahead of arguably the much bigger opponent in Karrion Kross. Chopping away at the beast himself. And now Gable, look at this, making Kross run the ropes a little bit. A kitchen sink wipes out Karrion Kross. And now another chop right to the chest. Goes for a knee strike. Gable with a beautiful reversal. Dragon suplex. Dumps Kross on his neck. Doesn't even get a 1 count, though. Chad Gable got the stick and move here. And that's exactly what he's doing. Look at this. Oh, huge face buster from Chad Gable. Certainly using that uncharacteristically powerful strength against Karrion Kross. Oh, and it just gets wiped right out. Kross has had enough of Chad Gable's mind games. Looking to get his hands, his claws seep deep into the skin of Chad Gable. As Kross now goozling the neck of Gable. Huge strike right to the face. And I don't think Karrion Kross is one to be messing around with Olympic wrestling maneuvers. He just wants to completely destroy his opponents. He doesn't give a damn about a grapple. Doesn't give a damn about a catch catch as catch can wrestling style. He just wants to hurt you. Kross feeding off the energy of this crowd, even though there's not a single person in their seat that wants to see this man succeed tonight. And now again wiping Gable out for the second time. Now Kross stomping on the hand of Chad Gable. Karrion Kross has been all over Gable in the last few moments of this match. Look at this, a deadlift fisherman suplex. Tremendously executed by the executioner himself, and Karrion Kross ducks a chop, does Gable, gets one to fall for himself. And now here comes oh, look at this though, Gable must have been dabbling in amateur boxing or something like that to be able to counter a strike from a man that has as dangerous as a pedigree that Karrion Kross does. And now one more time, Gable sent him off the ropes. Another dragon suplex. Dumps Kross on the back of his neck. This could be possible for Chad Gable to get a big win over Karrion Kross. Here comes Gable. Gable needs a big win to help solidify himself on the SmackDown roster as one to watch in the future. And now wait a minute. Might be an early night for Gable though. Gets caught. And that chokehold. Sleeper hold. Crossjack is cinched in. But no, Chad Gable somehow able to fight out. Gable showing a little bit of heart now. Whether you love him or you hate him, and now grabs the ankle. What does Chad Gable have planned here? Trips the other foot. Oh! And just wrenches at that knee of Kross. Gable is not going to go down without a fight here tonight. Looks like he's going to go for... I thought he was going to go for a figure four leg lock, but again, just chopping away at that knee. And now, wait a minute. Karrion Kross grabs a hold of Gable's ankle now. Now it's Kross who has an ankle lock cinched in. Using Gable's own submission move that was honored by Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle himself allowed Chad Gable to use the ankle lock. Chad Gable got the blessing of the WWE's first Olympian, and Kurt Angle, the American hero himself, to utilize that ankle lock in his matches. And look at this. Now he's got a cross face cinched in on Karrion Kross himself. No pun intended there. And now Karrion Kross completely taken aback by Chad Gable here tonight, as I think everybody in the crowd has been. And now Chad Gable once again wrenching at that knee of Kross. Kick right to the face. And now Chad Gable's on that top rope. What does he have planned here? Oh, a huge moonsault connects. Huge moonsault connects. Gets a count of two. We thought that was going to be it. But Karrion Kross living to fight another day here. But for how long? Because Chad Gable hasn't measured. Went for some kind of arm wrist strike. But Karrion Kross dropped him with an elbow right to the face. And now, wait a minute, it might be just a matter of time before the hourglass runs dry. Gable planted in the center of the ring. Karrion Kross with a big win over Master Gable. Kross looking to celebrate this big victory. But wait a minute, Seth Rollins with a measure of revenge from a number of weeks ago when Kross laid him out. And now tattooing the back of Karrion Kross with that kendo stick is the Visionary. Clearly, this rivalry is far from over in the mind of the Revolutionary One, Seth freaking Rollins. Meanwhile, Karrion Kross gets some more momentum here on Friday Night SmackDown, picking up a victory over one of SmackDown's newest faces in Chad Gable. And ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on to singles action because the Queen of Hearts, Natalya, has a big opportunity here tonight as she hosts the Women's World Heavyweight Champion herself, Jade Cargill, the polarizing individual, one of the most polarizing superstars that we've seen in the women's roster in quite some time. I mean, you don't have too many people like Jade Cargill come about. You don't have too many people that just come in and completely dominate their first entire year. Already women's world champion within her first year. Defeated Bianca Belair within her first year. Cargill has been making waves for herself since arriving on the scene earlier on in the year. Natalya is going to try and derail some of that momentum tonight, but it's going to be easier said than done, that's for sure. Meanwhile, Jade Cargill, she might be, you know, she's going to want to look out. She's going to want to make sure that she doesn't overlook Natalya here tonight. Cargill has a big rematch with Bianca Belair when we get to Chicago in Survivor Series in 2 weeks. The title that Bianca Belair lost, that Cargill now flaunts around on her waist. Rightfully so, might I add. Cargill beat Bianca Belair fair and square 2 months ago in Berlin. And the highly anticipated rematch is almost nearly, not even 2 weeks away at this point. Almost a week away. Cargill and Belair will meet for the second time live in Chicago. And what a match that should be. With the Women's World Heavyweight Championship back on the line. This time Bianca Belair going into the match with a little bit lighter baggage than when the match that she went into Berlin. Cargill, on the other hand, coming in as champion, arguably has the momentum coming into that match as well, due to the fact that she's already defeated Bianca Belair. But when it comes to the EST, her bounce back game is as strong as Michael Jordan in the finals. So I don't know what to say. I just know it's going to be a magical night in Chicago when those two ladies lock up for a second time in the JPG Universe mode. Speaking of locking up, Natalya and Cargill now locking up in the center of the ring as Cargill grabs a hold of the hair of Natalya, sings her on the ropes. And now, aggressive to start this match off. A kick right to the chest of Natalya as Cargill now going right for the face. Certainly trying to make a statement here tonight with a victory over a former women's champion in Natalya. It was a long, long time ago that Natalya was a women's champion. Oh, look at this, a huge leg drop. Welcome to the big leagues, Cargill, as Natalya is oftenly touted as one of the best veteran women that we have, if not the actual best. Natalya has taught Cargill a lot what she knows about the way the WWE regime works. Remember, Natalya has that her and her husband have those training sessions, still trying to keep the Heart Dungeon alive and well. Natalya has definitely worked with probably every single woman that's on this roster and Raw's roster. And when NXT was alive and well, that one as well. And now look at this. Cargill, though. One thing you can't teach is pure strength, and that's what Cargill possesses in multitudes of numbers. And now Cargill, kick right to the ribs of Natalya. A little bit of showboating from our champion. Cargill with a big victory a number of weeks ago on Shotzi Blackheart, and after that match it was when Belair would get back in the face of Cargill and let her know that she hasn't gone one day without thinking about getting her rematch. When the challenge was basically thrown out and it was made official that Cargill and Bianca Belair would meet once more for the Women's World Championship. One of the biggest shows of the year, Survivor Series. And now stomping out the head of Natalya. We said that Cargill was going to be looking to be making a statement in this match. She's certainly doing just that. Although I don't know if I would call a count-out victory a statement, but I guess Cargill might have heard me, because now she's going out the top rope with the huge shoulder block. My goodness gracious. Cargill now muscling Natalya up once more, this time on the outside, looking to do double damage here. Oh, and face first goes Natalya. I think this is a very different version of Jade Cargill than when Natalya first ever met her, when she first walked into those doors and perhaps even asked for some training tips from Natalya. Now Cargill probably thinks she's Natalya that is beneath her when it comes to this whole professional wrestling thing, as now once again Cargill lines up a second time. Opted not to go for the count-out victory. Natalya was not going to make that 10 count. Cargill looking to prove her dominance once more, as Natalya, barely even able to breathe at this point, has been absolutely launched into another atmosphere at the hands of Jade Cargill. Could this be it? Natalya just popping a shoulder out. And now Natalya's going to have to try and fight back here, but Cargill, has the damage been done? Fatal mistake on the hands of the Women's World Champion, though. Natalya trying to get back into this one. And now Natalya sends Cargill into the ropes. Looking to show her a thing or two. Here comes the Queen of Hearts. Oh, a knee strike right to the face. Right to the face of Cargill. And now, wait a minute. Oh, a huge discus clothesline from Natalya. Could that be enough? Count of one. Barely even one. Barely even one, as, wait a minute, Natalya trips the legs. Look at this, big victory coming for Natalya. Sharpshooter cinched in. Oh, but Cargill, with those long legs, Cargill was able, or excuse me, not long legs, long arms. Well, legs help too, but yeah, her long arms was able to reach the ropes almost immediately when Natalya got the... And now, wait a minute, Cargill launching her up for the Jaded. Oh, that's going to be it. Natalya made a fatal mistake, her own right, by arguing with the official. Maybe Natalya thought that Cargill didn't reach the bottom rope at first. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to be able to even see what your opponent's doing if your back is turned. But nonetheless, Cargill picks up a big victory once again, heading into Survivor Series again, almost a week away from probably the second biggest fight of Jade Cargill's career. Maybe even bigger than the first time she met Bianca Belair, because the problem this time is the EST is more motivated than ever to get her Women's World Championship back. And we've seen how motivated Bianca Belair can be when she has that championship. Imagine how she's going to be when she's chasing the championship. Anyways, folks, we got a huge rivalry to settle here tonight in Tornado Tag Team action. Fraxion and A-Town Down Under, two teams that have been at each other's throats for a number of weeks now. This rivalry finally comes to an end here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown.
The following is a Tornado Tag Team match. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 426 pounds, the team of Austin Theory and Grayson Waller.
Theory and Waller making their way down to the ring. This is a team that has been as much of a sore loser as you could really probably expect. I mean, weeks and weeks of attacking Axiom and Nathan Frazer after singles victories. And of course, they were also involved in that triple threat tag team match that happened a few weeks ago to determine the number one contender for the Bloodline, that being the Street Profits, were able to raise their hands in victory that night. And it was all due to the fact that Theory and Waller and Axiom and Frazer were too busy worrying about trying to take each other out rather than winning the damn match. That's why this has to end. Something has to give between Axiom, Frazer, and A-Town Down Under. And it's going to implode here tonight because all four of these individuals are allowed in the ring all at the same time. Chaos, pandemonium at its finest. That's exactly what you should expect in this match, folks. And we're ready to get this one underway. Who walks out with all the bragging rights in this rivalry? Is it Theory and Waller, or will it be Fraxion? We're about to find out. As here we go, locking up all 4 men in the center of the ring. Grayson Waller going for a sidewalk slam. Frazier flipping out of it. Axiom getting that ankle worked over on the ropes at the hands of Austin Theory. Chopping right to the chest. And a huge kick right to the... Oh, my goodness. And now look at this. Grayson Waller already taken to the skies. My goodness gracious. Over the top rope. The cameraman... I want to thank his lucky stars if he has a job after that one. He just missed a huge highlight of this match already. But I'm certain there's going to be a lot of those here tonight because these are two tag teams that really bring the heat when it comes to being the top performers in their division. Of course, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory being former. Look at this. Oh, my goodness gracious. Spikes him with a poison rana. As I said, this is going to be hard to call the action all at once due to the fact that all 4 of these individuals are in the ring at the same time. Frazier going to want to try and help his buddy there in Axiom getting jumped by A-Town Down Under. As I was trying to get my point across earlier, Waller and Theory are former tag team champions in their own right. Nathan Frazier and Axiom in the future are certainly looking to share that exact same quality. And now it's a 2-on-1 advantage for A-Town Down Under once again as they go to work on Frazier. Axiom trying to get back into the ring. And now here comes Axiom. Look out, Austin Theory. Not keeping his head in the game here. And Axiom drops him with a huge shooting star. Trying to take care of business on both members. But it's hard to do that in a 2-on-1 disadvantage as they have it once again. Because Frazier now trying to shake the cobwebs off. And oh no, oh, a huge STO from Theory. This could get ugly to watch. Oh, but Frazier finally back into this one. Huge kick right to the face. Axiom now. Nathan Frazier now. Oh, a huge chop to the leg from both men. Axiom and Frazier finally getting a little bit of an upper hand in this match. Sends Grayson Waller to the floor. And now Axiom looking to do what he does best. Look at this. Look out for Axiom. Suicide dive. And a nice sling blade in the ring from Frazier. These two are so exciting to watch, man. And now look at this. Frazier with a standing moonsault as Axiom sends Grayson Waller into the barricade. I was going to say, Waller is isolated from his tag team partner. That was about to be it. And now a rare occurrence of a 2-on-1 advantage for Fraxion. Huge enziguri right to the jaw of Theory. Theory now with an enziguri to Nathan Frazier. Look out for Axiom. A huge clothesline. Wiping out Austin Theory now. As now Axiom takes control of Theory here. What does Axiom have planned? Look at this. Offense from Axiom. Tremendous balance from Axiom on those ropes. And now Nathan Frazier grabbing a hold of a pinfall once more. And look at this, Axiom looking to tear away at the quote-unquote handsome face of Austin Theory. That's his words, not mine. Trust me. And now Axiom just getting a measure of revenge on Theory right now. Look at this, Axiom was thinking about taking to the skies. Speaking of taking to the skies, Frazier wipes him out. Wipes Theory out, that is, with a tope con hilo over the top rope. And now, wait a minute, Axiom goes off the ropes, takes out Grayson Waller, goes for a pinfall attempt once more. Theory quickly realizing what's going on, tries to get back in the ring. This has been one hell of a match, folks. All 4 of these individuals trying to take every advantage that they possibly can to walk out of this thing with the win. A huge knee strike right to the jaw. Oh my goodness. And a forearm strike to match for Grayson Waller. Axiom's going top rope. Huge frog splash connects. Theory, though, able to make the save. Able to make the save. And now, wait a minute. Oh, what a drop kick from Axiom. Wiping out Austin Theory. And now Frazier goes to work here. And now Axiom sends Grayson Waller on the top rope. What can Axiom have planned here? Waller, though, out of harm's way. And now it's Waller trying to take care of Axiom as Nathan Frazier now went for a huge kick averted by Grayson Waller there. And now strike right to the jaw. Both these men trading blows. And now again, Axiom takes out Theory. Axiom trying to keep his head on a swivel here. In between both A-Town Down Under, two very dangerous men. As Austin Theory now slamming away at that knee. Oh, and look at that in the center of the ring. Huge Spanish fly from Axiom. Takes out Waller. Almost got the pinfall attempt. Well, he got an attempt, but he almost got the pinfall victory is what I'm trying to get at. And now, wait a minute. Here comes... Oh, went for a... I think he was going for a Spanish fly on Theory that time. Theory had it scouted. And now look at this. I think both these men having each other scouted. Remember, this is not their first time facing one another. And now look at this. Axiom taking on all comers right now. Once again, using those ropes to his advantage. My goodness gracious. A moonsault DDT. Wipes out Grayson Waller. Axiom goes for a frog splash again. Oh, what the hell? Grayson Waller flipping unprettier. And now look at this. Axiom with a Hurricane Rana. Somehow Frazier back up on his feet. Man, this is one hell of a match, folks. Tag team action at its finest. SmackDown, arguably just as competitive Monday Night Raw is with their tag teams. And now an arm drag from Axiom takes out Theory. And now Axiom trying to save his buddy Nathan Frazier here. Look at this. Got him on his shoulders. Nice Frankensteiner. Hurricane Rana from Axiom. Theory does not realize... Oh, I was going to say... Does not realize that Axiom would have had that pinfall victory real quick. Oh, and a nice Pele kick from Axiom. Goes for a super kick. Theory ducks it. Theory now sending Axiom off the ropes. Oh, kitchen sink. Right to the midsection. And now, once again, it is A-Town Down Under back in control of this match. Theory lining Axiom up for something here. A little bit of miscommunication from A-Town Down Under, though. As, wait a minute, now Theory and Waller both call on Axiom to his feet. Suicide dive from Grayson Waller. Wipes out Axiom. And now we're getting a little bit of brash arrogance from these two. As, wait a minute, Axiom, though, out of harm's way, sends Grayson Waller into the steel steps. And now Axiom and Austin Theory meet up here. Chop to the knee of Theory. And now Axiom calling Austin Theory up to his feet from, oh, halfway across the apron. Wipes out Austin Theory. And now Axiom trying to throw Grayson Waller back in the ring. Waller able to reverse, though. And now Axiom and Waller, the only two left in the center of the ring, can't even talk right now. Oh, and a strike right to the leg. Once again, it's Frazier and Axiom. Frazier grabbing a submission attempt on Grayson Waller. And Axiom's got a submission attempt on Austin Theory. Look at this right here. This is tag team continuity at its finest. Both men grabbing a submission hold on one another. Oh, there's that stunner from Grayson Waller. There's that stunner from Grayson Waller. Could be over. Huge DDT plants off from Austin Theory. Could this be it? Count of 1, 2. I didn't even realize these people are bleeding right now. Theory bleeding from the face. Grayson Waller. I think either he's bleeding or Frazier's bleeding. I didn't get a good look at that. But now Austin Theory Axiom sending Austin Theory onto the top rope. What does Axiom have planned for Theory? He's going sky high with a Spanish fly. My goodness gracious. Throwing caution to the wind is Axiom. And now, wait a minute, here comes, oh my goodness, out of nowhere. Grayson Waller just planted Axiom. And now stomping out the hand of Axiom. Nathan Frazier has to get back into this one. Axiom is a lot worse for wear at this point in the match. Just took to the skies with a Spanish fly. And it might be all of a said and done for Axiom, but Frazier luckily already back into this match. And now a jumping unprettier from Waller this time to Axiom. As now Nathan Frazier turns his attention to Waller and he gets planted by a stunner. Stunner from Grayson Waller now. Axiom trying to get back up to his feet. Just breaks the count. My goodness. Oh, and a golden ratio knocks Theory out. Golden ratio knocks Theory out. Tag team wrestling chants all across the arena, as they should be. And now Austin Theory, or excuse me, Axiom. Why do I keep mistaking their names? Axiom now. Huge arm drag into a drop kick. And now, wait a minute. Axiom looking to take out Austin Theory one more time, but realizes that Grayson Waller just hit another Rolling Thunder stunner. And now, wait a minute, Axiom breaking up the pinfall attempt from Theory. Oh, and from halfway over is a tag team partner. Another golden ratio kick connects. That's gotta be it. Axiom and Frazier win this grueling tornado tag team match. Holy, you know what? What a match we just witnessed between four of SmackDown's finest. And yes, I'm talking about Grayson Waller and Austin Theory in that same sentence. They brought everything to Axiom and Frazier in this match, but at the end of the day, Fraxion picks up some more momentum in the tag team division. These guys are touted for excellence, man. They're destined to be something great when it comes to tag team wrestling on Friday Night SmackDown, Monday Night Raw. I don't care where these guys go. They understand exactly what it means. They understand exactly what it means to be a unit, and they just proved it right here and right now by getting the job done. Multiple times in that match, it looked like they were down and out. Grayson Waller, perhaps the MVP of his team, taking out both Frazier and Axiom during times of that match, but nonetheless, Frazier and Axiom able to overcome the odds in the end. And speaking of odds, Apollo Crews here tonight has the odds stacked against him because he's taking on the recently reclaimed World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther. A man that has not been too happy as of late until he got his World Championship back at the hands of Ilya Dragunov inside Hell in a Cell at Bad Blood.
Making his way to the ring from Vienna, Austria, weighing in.
Now Gunther looks forward into Survivor Series, considering Dragunov already has a busy schedule heading into Chicago. Dragunov will join forces with the Judgment Day to take on the Bloodline, a team that Dragunov has really been fighting almost all year round since arriving here on Friday Night SmackDown. Him and Solo Sikoa have been clashing most of the year. It all started the SmackDown after WrestleMania in a battle royal where it was Dragunov and Sikoa left standing in that battle royal. It was bloodshed that night, and believe me, there will be bloodshed come Survivor Series as well. Gunther awaiting his opponent in the center of that ring, looking to get some more wins under his belt. Not that Gunther needs more wins. I mean, it was arguably the winningest superstar for 2 years. Was never defeated until he met the Mad Dragon in Berlin.
Nigeria, weighing in at 241 pounds, Apolo Crews.
Gunther at this moment still looking for a challenger. When we get to Chicago at Survivor Series, we know he's penciled in to defend his championship at that show. The only question is who is going to step up and challenge him. The only thing is, tonight, if Apollo Crews can do almost the unthinkable at one point and defeat Gunther, he would probably find himself in a World Heavyweight Championship match somewhere down the line, but something tells me Gunther is just not exactly in the best mood. He's looking to remind everybody on that roster that this is the Ring General's brand. The blue brand belongs to Gunther, and it has for quite some time now. As Gunther just kicking away at the face of Apollo Crews now. Grabbing a hold. And look at this, though. Apollo Crews able to kind of contort his body out of harm's way that time. And a huge strike right to the face. Apollo not giving up too much size in this match, so this should be fair for him at least. But it's those strikes of Gunther that will really get you, even though Apollo Crews is trying to match him right now. Off the ropes goes Crews. Huge kick right to the face. And we cannot discredit Apollo Crews. He's a former North American champion and Intercontinental champion in his own right. Nice splash into Gunther. And now wait a minute, a drop kick right to the face. This is that tenacity that Apollo Crews is going to have to bring to the fight if he wants a shot in hell against the World Heavyweight Champion here tonight. But now Gunther right back in control with chops right to the chest of Crews. And now choking out Apollo Crews is the ring general. Big alley-oop bomb. Goes for the cover. And now wait a minute. Apollo Crews was in a fireman's carry position, but able to elbow his way, fight his way out of it. Oh, a huge headbutt. Huge headbutt. Knocking down Gunther here. Oh, what a strike to the face. And Apollo Crews lighting up the chest once more. Not too many people can go chop for chop with the ring general. And now slamming Apollo Crews' face right into that turnbuckle is the World Heavyweight Champion. Once again, all for good measure apparently. And now there's a chop for you. Bringing Apollo to his knees that time. And now calculated strikes right to the forehead of Apollo Crews as Gunther now looking to take to the skies. Apollo Crews might want to look out here. Got a flying ring general on your horizon here as Gunther, went for a drop kick. Apollo averted it, sends Gunther to the floor. Apollo Crews sending the champ to the floor. This is Apollo Crews' opportunity. Here comes Apollo over the top rope with a barrel roll. Wipes out Gunther. I don't think he's done there just yet either. Look at this, off the roll. No, Gunther almost suckering Apollo Crews in that time. Apollo, though, man enough to get back up on his own 2 feet. But the ring general just clocked him with a strike right to the jaw. And now, wait a minute, no. We've seen this before time and time again from Gunther. A huge back suplex on the hardest part of our ring. And now Gunther wrenching at that ankle of Apollo Crews. We've mentioned it time and time again how dangerous Gunther is. A plethora of ways to defeat his opponents. One of them being one of those Boston Crab, almost innovative, or not innovative, but alternate version of a Boston Crab where he cinches in deep. Puts that knee right to the back, and now wait a minute. Oh, Gunther with a powerbomb on the outside. A count of 7. Is Gunther going to take this count-out victory? Apollo Crews, though, back up on his feet out of nowhere. Gunther doesn't even realize it. As Apollo Crews grabs a hold now. Pinfall attempt. Trying to roll Gunther. Only gets a 0.5, if that. And now, wait a minute, Apollo Crews coming back around, but gets shoulder blocked right into the ground. And now here comes Gunther, heading to the top rope with a huge elbow drop to the outside. Oh, and Apollo Crews avoiding disaster once more. And a huge drop kick wipes out Gunther. And Apollo Crews jumping into the ring that time. A little bit of an innovation from Apollo Crews. And now look at this. Apollo able to... able to get Gunther up. Huge moonsault. And into a standing shooting star. Impressive stuff by Apollo Crews. This could really change Apollo's career here tonight. He hasn't done a whole lot since moving from NXT to SmackDown. But a big win over the Ring General would do just that, believe you me. And now Apollo, look at this, takes out the Ring General. Another standing shooter, because why the hell not? And now here comes Apollo Crews trying to fight back at this point in the match. Huge. Crossbody, ducks a clothesline, gets a clothesline of his own. Wiping out the Ring General is Apollo Crews. And now wait a minute, grabbing a hold of Gunther. Oh, look at this, German suplexes from Crews. This is one hell of an attempt from Apollo Crews here tonight. Another one. And Apollo Crews is feeling himself. It could be a matter of time before Crews takes Gunther into cruise control. Indeed, plants him. Big win for Apollo Crews, and I mean gargantuan. Oh, no. Gunther able to just get the shoulder up. We're not worthy indeed. I don't think Apollo Crews is worthy enough of an opponent for Gunther, as he just wiped him out with a lariat. Lariat connects. Could that be enough? Gunther was done playing games. And Gunther now. And these glitches are getting crazy, folks. AJ Styles supposed to be wiping out the Ring General right now. But apparently Gunther is pulling a John Cena and letting nobody see him. But nonetheless, it looks like AJ Styles has basically staked claim to the World Heavyweight Championship. We asked who Gunther, would have to be defending that title against come Survivor Series. If you ask me, AJ Styles just put his name at front of the line with an attack on the Ring General after a hard-fought victory over Apollo Crews. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a big tag team match, almost a little bit of a teaser of what's to come in 2 weeks of Chicago Survivor Series. Dragunov and Finn Balor teaming up for the first time in their careers to take on the Bloodlines, twin Tongans in Tama Tonga and Tongaloa. And of course, you saw all these men's teammates trying to back them up here tonight. Priest is in the corner of Dragunov and Finn Balor, and Fatu and Sikoa supporting the Tongans as well. This has chaos written all over it. That's all I gotta say.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall.
It's a very unorthodox team heading into Survivor Series, and that's the real question here. That can Dragunov, one, trust his partners in the Judgment Day, and can they coexist? Can they collaborate to pick up a big win over one of the most dominating factions in WWE here today in the new version of the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa's version of the Bloodline? Of course, they have the advantage being that they're already a faction, and they're a unit. They're all in support of one another. They all support their tribal chief in Solo Sikoa. So they will do anything, especially in a steel cage match, to get the job done and get their hand raised in victory. Dragunov, on the other hand, has never tag teamed with any member of the Judgment Day until tonight. That's what this match is all about. Dragunov trying to get his feet wet, trying to get a little bit of comfortability around his, three men that he's going to go to war with in a few weeks. Balor and Priest still looking for a big win over the Judgment, or still looking for a big win over the Bloodline. Losing that tag team championship opportunity at Bad Blood definitely really cut deep for the Judgment Day.
Representing the Judgment Day from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor.
And we know the action in the ring is going to be a mile a minute, but I mean, it also can explode on the outside of the ring with Priest, Solo Sikoa, and Jacob Fatu. We already know Priest and Fatu have been at each other's throats for a number of weeks now. Fatu actually holding a victory over Damian Priest, the only member of the Bloodline to hold a victory over Damian Priest. Priest himself has knocked off 3 of those members, being Sikoa, Loa, and Tama Tonga. Although when he came eye to eye with the Samoan Werewolf a number of weeks ago, he was not able to secure the victory that night. Meanwhile, Sikoa, while he has lost before to Damian Priest, he was able to rectify that win last week and defeat Priest with that deadly Samoan spike right to the throat. As Dragunov and Balor await the arrival of the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa's version of the Bloodline. At least three men that Sikoa brought in personally to do his biddings. And they've been doing his biddings all year, and they're going to continue to do the exact same at War Games. And these are 3 dangerous individuals to be putting inside a steel cage. Tama Tonga is completely out of his rabid mind. Tonga Loa is, well, he's Tonga Loa. And then Jacob Fatu, he's probably like wanted in a few different countries. If I had to guess, like I think Sikoa had to pull some strings even to allow him in the U.S. to begin with. That's what I'm trying to get at. Sikoa used all the power that he had in the old Bloodline to get these 3 on his side. And now here we are. You see the Tongans still holding those World Tag Team Championships. But for how long? Because the Street Profits do have a rematch against the Tongans coming up in a few weeks. The SmackDown after Survivor Series, the Street Profits will get their rematch over Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. And I'm told this time, Nick Aldis has said that these 2 are going to have to go in there alone against the Street Profits. There's not going to be no Jacob Fatu, no Solo Sikoa to keep distracting the Profits, as we saw last time. Those 4 ran it for the championship. A huge Dragunov knee strike to start this match. Dragunov opting to start the match off for his team, as clearly he wants to get a measure of revenge on the Bloodline after they've been tormenting him for months and months before he ever became world champion and did the unthinkable and defeated Gunther. Remember, it was Solo Sikoa for weeks that was trying to derail the momentum of Ilya Dragunov. Every time he even thought about cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase, Sikoa was there to stop him. And now look at this, Dragunov, throwing a caution for a win here with a suicide dive, wiping out Tama Tonga. And now Dragunov grabbing a hold of Tama Tonga, sending him right on the barricade. Spine first on the barricade. And now Dragunov sending Tama Tonga back into the ring. Going top rope, does not realize that Tama Tonga was going for a tag there. Or actually, excuse me, I got that confused. It was Tonga Loa in the ring. As I said, these guys from afar definitely look almost alike. Now here's Tama Tonga. Oh my goodness gracious. I should have known just by the way that Tonga Loa was moving that was not Tama Tonga. This guy is he's rabid. He's a rabid animal. Likeliness of a Tasmanian devil is Tama Tonga. Huge splash. Huge splash wiping out Dragunov. And now Tama Tonga with all the momentum on his side. And now a kick right to the arm of Dragunov. It's been a night of tag team action, that is for sure, with Fraxion picking up an impressive victory over A-Town Down Under, solidifying that they've won that rivalry. They got 2 wins over those 2 men. And honestly, if you ask me, they definitely moved up the title ranks for the tag team championships as well, with a big win over them as well, because their former tag team champions is A-Town Down Under, as we've already previously mentioned. And now we're going to see a little tag team work from Dragunov and Balor, it looks like. Oh, no, I guess not. Dragunov still sharpening them elbows right to the jaw of Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga picked up a victory over Balor a few weeks ago. I'm sure Balor wants to get his lick back as well, as now we start to see Balor and Dragunov work together here. A chop right to the chest of Tama Tonga, lighting up the chest. Now look at this one for a clothesline, got met by a Pele kick. Pele kick from Finn Balor, not going to allow the hot tag this time. And now Balor wipes out Tonga Loa. Saw a kendo stick on the outside. I don't know who the hell brought that one out. Probably Sikoa if I had to guess. But Balor in full control nonetheless with the sling blade. Balor wasting no time, goes top rope now. Huge splash, but Fatu almost providing a distraction. But now Fatu, I think he just undid that turnbuckle. This is why, no, look at, oh, the referee didn't even see it. Balor's got wiped down the turnbuckle. And now look at this, Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga now looking to go for the kill here. Jumping cutter connects. Early night for Balor. Is this it? Count of two. Balor able to get the shoulder. That is why Fatu and Sikoa have to be banned from ringside when the Profits get their rematch for those tag team championships. I mean, you saw it. Fatu behind the referee's back, undoing the turnbuckle. But wait a minute. Oh, it looks to bite him right back in the rear end, because Tama Tonga, whether he's wearing a protective vest or not, gonna feel that in the morning. Balor now finally letting Tama Tonga get a little bit of his own medicine. As now, wait a minute, face first into the, oh my goodness, oh what the, oh just once, twice, three times. But now, wait a minute, oh now Balor goes face first. These two absolutely cannot stand one another. We mentioned the history between Tama Tonga and Finn Balor, at one point a part of the same faction in New Japan, that being a faction that Balor founded in the Bullet Club themselves. Oh, a huge kick right to the knee. And an elbow right to the back. And Tonga Loa, it's been a while since he's been in this match. Balor and Ilya Dragunov have done a good job of isolating the tag team champions. And now Finn Balor choking out Tama Tonga on the ropes. Now, oh, what another chop right to the chest. Rolls in through. Big head of steam with a drop kick right to the face. And now Balor with a tag to Dragunov. Ironically, seeing some great teamwork out of Dragunov and Finn Balor here tonight. Look at this. Dragunov muscling Tama Tonga up for a schoolboy powerbomb. Tama Tonga gets the shoulder out, though. And now goes for a tag. Almost, oh, Dragunov trying to make sure he didn't grab it, but just got it, as now Tonga Loa enters the equation. Looking to manhandle Dragunov. And now just driving some knees right into the midsection of Dragunov and just throws him away like yesterday's garbage. Dragunov could be in a bad way right now with both Tongans in full control of Dragunov. But as I say that, here comes Ilya back into this one. We're talking about the man that defeated the ring general, the man that did something that nobody could do within 2 years. Ilya Dragunov can definitely fight off the forces of the bloodline as well. As now he strikes right to the face, not once, but twice, but 3 times. And look at this, Fatu getting chippy on the outside. Fatu getting chippy on the outside as Dragunov. We know him and Fatu have definitely had their differences in the past as well. Fatu's debut match was against Ilya Dragunov. And now Dragunov sending Tonga Loa to the outside. And look at this, Priest picks up Tonga Loa. What does Priest have in mind for Tanga Loa, trying to send him back into the ring? Look out for Ilya Dragunov. Went for a suicide dive. Loa scouted it. Loa had it scouted. But Dragunov now trying to send him back into the ring. And now it's Dragunov getting back up on his feet. As Tanga Loa, look out! Oh, took out Balor in the process, though. Oh, that's not going to fare well. I think I saw a mean-looking Priest side. I don't think he very much liked exactly what went on there. But, I mean, he could see that Dragunov's intentions were definitely to wipe out Tanga Loa. Nice jumping clothesline from Dragunov. Dragunov looking to perhaps do this all on his own here. Huge Uranagi. Oh, went for a senton, but Tanga Loa able to reverse it now. And now wait a minute, goes for a double underhook. Dragunov out of it, off the ropes. Oh, Constantine special, wiping out Tanga Loa. And now Dragunov, oh, went for a strike right to Tama Tonga. And now wait a minute, Finn Balor's seen enough. Balor now. Oh, this is going to break down, ladies and gentlemen. Balor grabbing a hold of Tama Tonga here. A huge hurricane runner from Tama Tonga. And now once again, it's Fatu getting in the face of Dragunov. Again, Fatu talking away at Dragunov here. And now Damian Priest. Look at this. Damian Priest with a super kick to Jacob Fatu. Wiping out Sikoa as well. This is breaking down, as we said, folks. Priest has Sikoa looking to get some revenge himself. A powerbomb on the announce table. My goodness. And Dragunov now. Look out. Oh, there it is. Torpedo Moscow hits. The Torpedo Moscow hits, but Tama Tonga just breaking it up. And now, wait a minute. Oh, a huge clothesline. Trying to wipe out Tama Tonga is Dragunov. But Tama Tonga sends him to the outside. And now Finn Balor. Finn Balor now, oh, sends him to the floor. This is getting crazy right now, folks. Balor now with just embracing the crowd here tonight. Priest got some cheap shots on Sikoa and Fatu. Is this even going to be a match at this point as Balor? We are definitely seeing a preview of War Games here tonight. Balor wipes out Tanga Loa. And now Dragunov. Another suicide dive wipes out Tanga Loa. Kick right to the face of Dragunov. Strikes right to the face of Tanga Loa. 3 count on the outside. Could be a matter of time before we unfortunately see a count out. And we don't want to see that, trust me. As Dragunov now sending Tanga Loa back into the ring. And wait a minute, Dragunov, H-bomb connects. And H-bomb to Tanga Loa. And now sends Tama Tonga for a ride. And wait a minute, a little bit more continuity this time as Finn Balor realizing that Tanga Loa is in the drop zone here. Look at this, double foot stomp to the chest. Referee goes for the pinfall attempt. Got a little distracted from the bloodline, but Tama Tonga, or Tanga Loa, I should say, getting a big kick out. That was certainly not expected out of Tanga Loa. But now, wait a minute, Balor drops him with a reverse 1918. And now, wait a minute, Dragunov going top rope now. Dragunov goes top rope. Oh, went for a senton. Might have caught a little bit of the ankle from Tanga Loa. Dragunov now trying to fend off the bloodline as Balor does his work. Went for a double foot stomp, but out of harm's way. Oh, a huge big boot right to the face. Huge big boot right to the face. As now Balor now trying to grab a hold of Tanga Loa here. Tama Tonga and Dragunov fighting on the outside. And now, wait a minute, Finn Balor trying to go for a double foot stomp. Oh, gets walked out though. Look at this. Tanga Loa now. Oh, drills him. Drills him with the pin. 1, 2,